Hello.
Hi, YouTube.
It's Erin and Corey again.
Yes, it's been a while, sorry.
Yeah, that's alright. I'm sure they forgive us.
I'm sure they do.
So, we have kind of a random video since there's nothing going on with our trying to conceive this month all-natural cycle, so...
We thought it would be a fun idea for something to do.
I guess it's fun.
Yeah.
It's silly, because that's what we're all about.
Yep.
So anyway, drum roll. Top 10 reasons why...
Infertility isn't for wusses.
Now, I want to do a little disclaimer, and if you're a wuss and you can go through infertility, you can no longer classify yourself as a wuss. For these 10 reasons. Now, they're not in any order. I didn't feel like categorizing them because it's going to be different for each person.
Right.
Each couple, each woman, each doctor, even having to deal with a couple going through infertility. So I just kind of jotted down what we considered to be our top 10 reasons, and it's on a laptop down here, so if we keep looking down, we're not like really good thinkers, we're just reading. Okay.
And we're not falling asleep, we're just...
That's true, that's true. Good point.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, number 1, and this was my least favorite. At some point, you will have to willingly inject yourself. Willingly shove a needle into your skin while watching it.
Yeah.
That was the craziest thing for me.
Right.
I don't like needles.
Yeah.
I've given blood. I can, have blood taken from me. I just don't look. Now, to physically, because all 3 times when I had to do it, only one time was he actually present for it. The other 2 times I had to rush home from my doctor and do it at home.
Yep.
And he was at work.
Right.
So.
And we haven't gotten to the point where I have to inject her yet, which is going to be weird as well.
Yeah, are you going to do okay with that?
Yes, but it'll be
Are you
weird.
sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be weird.
You won't do okay with it. Need I say that he almost passed out when my son was getting stitches in his toe. He needed to walk out of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he does great in, situations
I'll
like that.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll record it.
And then we get to see Corey pass out. Okay, number 2?
Number 2. Someone will get pregnant while you're trying and expect you to be super excited for them.
Yep.
This actually is kind of happening right now. Someone at our church just had a baby, and they just had like this nice, beautiful presentation at church about the new baby.
2 weeks old.
And it was a really adorable video. It was pretty rough to watch.
Yeah, I was crying.
Yeah.
I mean, we're so happy for them. We know them personally.
Yep.
We know that they are in an amazing walk with God and, called to do so many amazing things. And
Really
she is a
great
nanny.
Yeah.
She loves kids. He's got 3 nephews.
Yep.
Well, obviously, so does she.
Right.
That was kind of stupid. But it's his brother who has 3 boys. So, I mean, they're a very extremely deserving couple. But I can honestly say in the almost 2.5 years that we've been trying to add to our family, there's been at least 24 people that have announced a pregnancy that are close to us.
Yeah.
It's definitely getting easier for us because we know we're on the road to IVF, which has a much higher success rate than what we're going with, and we just really feel that this is the path that we're supposed to be taking on our infertility journey. So we're actually coping a lot better with this now, which is why we're able to do these videos, which is why we're able to participate when someone has these announcements. It just doesn't make it any easier to swallow when it does happen.
True.
But we are still very happy for them, but it just reminds us that it hasn't happened yet for us.
Right.
So,
Yep.
all right, number 3. Someone will ask you when you plan on having one, or in our case, another one. We used to get asked all the time before we were open about our infertility journey if we planned on having any more kids, and we always would just say, well, we're praying about it. Because it's so much easier to say, well, we'd like to. We've been planning when we do it. We're planning, all these things. We're taking tests. We're taking ovulation tests. We're temping. We're doing this and that.
Yeah, we just tried last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gets a little awkward.
Yes.
So, I mean, now we've actually very recently come out to Facebook and expressed our struggle with our friends and family, people who really care for us. Before we did that, we did go through our page and remove a lot of people that
Yeah.
we didn't really talk to anymore. It's a very personal story for us, a very personal struggle, but we really want to help people. We want to make sure that people know that infertility isn't, something to be ashamed of. It's not anything we did. It's not anything we're doing to ourselves, or, purposely not trying to have a baby when one of us wants one. Like, we both really want a baby. And so we want to make light of that if anyone else that we knew was going through that. And we actually had quite a few people reach out to us to just tell us how amazing our story was, and had one or two people actually tell us about their infertility journeys and what they did to conceive a child or children of their own. So that was very, very wonderful to hear. It's really nice to hear success stories.
Yeah, a friend of ours actually went to the same doctor that we're going to, so
The
we got
same
to ask.
fertility clinic,
Got to ask them a few questions about the fertility clinic and whatnot. It was nice.
Sorry if we probed a little too much.
Yeah, right.
I like to know everything about everything, so
Yeah.
I would just sit there and ask question after question after question after question. Sorry.
Number 4.
Number 4.
There will come a time when you don't think you can go on. And that has been true for both of us.
That's true.
We've taken
Absolutely.
turns. Luckily, it's never been at the same time. So.
Or else we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you just have to encourage each other.
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a journey. It's a struggle. It's a passion. It's a desire, and it's something you have to really, really, really want from the bottom of your heart, or else it's easy to give up, or else it's easy to be a wuss. Am I right with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 5. Whether or not you have found out the reason of your infertility, you will blame yourself. Right now, if you've seen my past videos, or if you haven't, I have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I struggle with ovulating on my own. We found this out even after multiple rounds of Clomid, that I still was not ovulating on my own, which is why I had to do the trigger shot.
Yeah.
He's never had a semen analysis, because the way my doctor saw it was we have one child together, and I have 2 children of my own anyway. So they said that his stuff should be fine since we managed to have one on our own.
Yeah.
And each time we did the 3 IUIs, obviously we got to look at them under a microscope. There's plenty there.
Yep.
They look great.
They have tails.
Yeah, they're moving. So she never saw a reason to do that procedure, but I can't guarantee that we won't have to do it when we go to this new place,
Right.
which
That's fine.
it's fine, yeah. We're not worried about that result, and honestly, even if there's a little something wrong, I think it would be nice for him to know that we're both contributing to the infertility. That sounds weird, but
Yeah.
I know he never wants me to blame myself. Obviously, I didn't give myself polycystic ovarian syndrome. It kind of just exasperated after I had my daughter. So it is nice for us because we know what the problem is. We definitely tried to pinpoint on it, but unfortunately, doing a lower infertility treatment plan just didn't work for us. So we're going to continue moving on. Get our baby.
Number 6. The treatments you have to do, pills, injections, basically living at your doctor's office, will make you go insane. Not feel insane, you will go crazy.
Yep.
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 Yeah, there have been a few weeks that I didn't even really recognize her because she was crazy.
I know some people have different effects on the medications they take. Some people get really sappy and cryy and weepy, and some people are get anger and whatever, and other people feel the need to nest and clean, and I think I was everything.
Yeah.
I literally got everything. It was bad. It was really bad. I mean, there would be times where I would be watching a Geico commercial and I would start crying.
Yep.
There was no baby.
Nope.
There was nothing sweet. It was just a car. And I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. And he would just stare at me. He was like, she's crazy. But I don't even know the word I'm looking for here, but he's just been amazing with the whole thing. He knew from the very beginning that this was gonna throw us for a loop. It's
hormone treatments.
Yeah, you're basically putting your body through the ringer, which is why this month has been so amazing to just have a month off, to not worry about taking pills, going to the doctor's office, not running when I can't run, or not do, you know what I mean? Just little things like that. that really make a difference. We're coaching my son's soccer team this year, and I would have been like really like crazy about, oh, I can't participate in this game. What if a ball hits me in the stomach or something crazy? And I didn't have to worry about it at all this month. It's been amazing.
It's been great.
But crazy.
Yeah. Number 7.
You will unknowingly, obviously not intentionally, push away some friends. Not because you don't want them in your life, but it's because your entire life becomes infertility, trying to have a baby, taking your medication, scheduling things. I can't even tell you like just how exhausting it is just to think about your desire to have another child and all the things that you need to do to your body to have another child. That was another thing that the medications did to me, was it made me exhausted. Granted, my job starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I have to get up at 3:45 in the morning every morning. Then I work, so that, does a number on me as well. Then I come home and get my daughter from pre-K, which is only half day, and then I spend the day with her, get my son off the bus, make dinner, either go to soccer practice or games, or we always got something going on one night of the week, it seems like, and then I collapse into bed because I'm exhausted. So trying to find time to spend with friends on top of that, even just calling them and talking to them when all I want to do is just sit and not think about anything because my whole life is thinking about trying to have another baby. It's hard. So I've had some conversations, especially with my best friend who knows that it's completely unintentional, and she's been amazing through it. So thanks, Alicia.
Number 8. Everyone will try to give you advice. This isn't always bad, because she's gotten some really good advice that she wouldn't have thought of before.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's some people that just tell you just relax, don't worry, it'll work, which that's not very good advice.
Right. Infertility is very much like a disease. It's like telling someone with cancer to just relax, it'll go away.
Yeah.
It's not. We need medication. We need to be doing steps to make everything better. But like you said, there's people who have amazing advice that I would have never even thought of. There's people who genuinely just care and want to give advice, not knowing that it's either hurtful or it's kind of rude or whatever, because they're just trying to help. They're just really trying to do their best. But when you're crazy on medication, you take it the wrong way.
Right.
And I know they don't mean it to take that way most of the time. There might be some people out there who just don't think before they speak, but for the most part, anyone who gives advice, no, not you. You're so cute.
That's cute.
Yeah. But they mean well. They really mean well for you. So that's sometimes with the advice that you're just kind of like, okay, you just got to kind of take it with a grain of salt and thank them for even thinking to want to say something to you and to want to participate in your journey, because there's a lot of people that would go running for the hills. There's a lot of people that are just like, oh, well, you have to. Why do you need any more?
Right.
Like, you just be thankful for the advice that they do give you, but it will happen. All right, number 9. You will put parts of your life on hold. You will worry about scheduling things. Like I said, with the whole soccer thing, I would have been wondering if I could participate in the games and everything. I mean, he was supposed to go visit his best friend who lives in Boston, and we were like, well, let's make sure that it's not going to be during the time in our cycle of when we're going to need. Like, it's a hassle because every month is so scheduled with going to the doctor, giving a sample, having to do the IUI, and he can't leave at that point because he has to give the sample. I have to rest for that entire day, so he's got to help me out. Like, it's very much a week-to-week thing with
and the
doing the
roller coaster,
yeah.
like a 2-week wait, and I don't want to leave her because she might need me, and
it's hard. So you basically have to put your extra life on hold. And that's hard. Like, we have 2 kids, so it's impossible for us to put everything on hold and just focus on that. But we do our best to provide a good balance. We're definitely way better at it now than we were probably 4 or 5 months ago when we were just starting out on this journey with medication, realizing how often we had to go to the doctor. That was crazy to us to know that we had to go to the doctor at the beginning of the cycle, in the middle of the cycle, in the middle of the cycle again, and then at the end of the cycle, it's like, okay, should we just get a cot and set it up here? Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I really like you, doctor, but I like my life too. You know, I like my house. I like
Exactly.
being home.
Yeah.
Like, do you do home visits? Come on now.
And the last one, number 10. Number 10. There will come a time when you and your partner don't get along.
Not us.
But in the end, you will get closer, no matter the outcome. Or what was that?
Or is it just because I'm crazy?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
It's not that you will not want to be together anymore. It's that genuinely the stress of infertility and everything you feel like you're doing together, it makes you feel like, well, why are we doing this? What is going on? Like, do we even like each other anymore? And then it's like, no, like there's no one else that could go through this journey with me. There's no one else that could love me and support me the way that he does through this journey. And I know that it's because we have such an amazing relationship.
Love you.
And yeah, it ultimately has brought us closer together. It's brought us closer to God. It's really gotten us on a path that I feel strongly that we needed to be on. Because I don't know if I said this in the other videos, but we were actually very much against IVF when we first started. We were uneducated about it, so that may have been part of it, but we were like, A, we'll never get to that point. Like, that's not us. I have 2 kids. It's not going to happen. Like, and B, it's like, is it really just playing God? Is it really just saying that I'm in control of how many babies I get? That's not it at all. It's about the fact that we feel strongly that God has put us on this path to, A, help other people with infertility, and B, really opened us up to this amazing world of science that he has helped create, in my opinion. Because ultimately it's up to him. If those blasts stick, if, you know, life is created, he has the power to give and he has the power to take away.
Yeah.
And through it all, we need to praise him, no matter what's going on with us. So it's really given us a life-changing perspective on it all, in my opinion, and I'm sure in your opinion as well. So, yeah, it's been good. It's been a good struggle, if that makes sense.
I agree. Good struggle.
But I can say that now.
Yeah.
Because we can see the light way down at the end of the tunnel. We see it.
It's getting closer.
Yeah, we really believe that we're going to get our baby or babies no matter what. So, yeah, we're just thankful that you guys want to join us on this journey, and anything that we can do to help anyone. I mean, as much fun as we have making these videos and being goofy and silly, and we very much want to inform you. We very much want to be there if anyone has any questions or struggles or is just starting out with Clomid or IUIs or anything. Obviously, I can't say much for IVF since we haven't even had our consultation yet, but as we go through that part of it, we are more than happy to be there for that as well, to help anyone, to take any advice from anyone. So
comments, messages, whatever you're going to do.
And like us and subscribe to us. We've had 3 new subscribers since our last video, so thanks everyone.
And new subscribers.
Yeah, that's been great. So if you're, you know, just a friend or family member that saw us on Facebook, then please subscribe if you want to keep seeing what's going on with our journey. I think the next video we're going to do is there's a few trying to conceive tags out there where it's just get to know us. We'll talk about our life before kids, our life before marriage, our life before infertility, everything that we've been through. So I think we'll get some questions together and answer them and go from there. Nice. So until next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.